Hello. Welcome to the magic. Wait there, let me wipe the lens. How's that? It looks better. Hold on, let me wipe the lens. Let me get some proper... Is that better? I think it's as good as we're gonna get. Cool, good enough. Hello, welcome to the beach. Welcome to Magic Beach in Magic Town. It's pretty nice here. I'm just walking along the beach. I figured I'd come and have a chat. Nice. Yeah, it is nice, isn't it? Look, so I was just saying to someone that it's so warm here. It was raining heavily for about 4 hours today. And this, look, these are sofas here. You see that? See, these are sofas. And they don't cover them or anything. They just leave them there. But because this place is so warm, there are people using them. Like, there's like 4 sofas with people sitting on it. And 2 hours ago, it rained heavily for 4 hours. And now they're dry again. And it rained on me and I'm like dry again. Even my bag was wet. My t-shirt was wet and now I'm completely dry again. Because it's so warm here. That's the beauty of the tropics. Wondering if I've ever tried ayahuasca. No, I have not. I know intuitively to stay away from it. I don't know why. I just don't want to do it at this time. That might change in the future, but for now, every time I've ever done something like that, so I did Kambo, and it was just so intense, and I just don't see the point when you can do it yourself gradually. And again, I'm not hating on ayahuasca, I'm just saying this is just my perspective for my reasons for not wanting to do it. I feel like if I did ayahuasca, it would give me like 6 months of development in one day, and then I would have to integrate it, and it would take months. Every time I do something like that, it takes me months after to integrate it. So the diet I follow and the detox I follow does that emotional healing for me anyway. So I don't really feel like I need to accelerate it. What time is it here? It's 7:40. This place is awesome, by the way. This place is truly awesome. It's very, very rare for me to go to a place and think that it's awesome, but I love this place. I really thought I'd never find somewhere as awesome as Thailand, but this is pretty close. I've only been here a few days, so I can't say for certain. So I lived in Thailand for like 6 months, well, a year in total. But this place is pretty great. Looks fake. What looks fake? It's just because the lens is blurry. Look, if I show you my hand, it's real. Kind of. Let me wipe the lens. Is that better? That is better. Kind of. Oh, the skyline. Yeah, it's just because it's blurry over there. It's just because it's far away. To be honest, with my eyes, it looks incredible. I was just pointing my camera at it, looking at the phone, thinking, the phone is not doing that justice. Those buildings are like multicolored. They're all like different colors. Like that one with the phoenix on top of it. I don't know if you can see that, but that's got a phoenix on top of it. And it's lighting up all different colors. And all those buildings over there are doing that. But on the screen, it looks blurry and white. But they're all lighting up like all different colors. Like that one's got blue on it. And over there, they're doing it as well. Where you at? I'm right here, man. I'm in Da Nang. What's after your Atlas and juice fasting? Don't you hit a plateau? No, you don't hit a plateau. Not at all, bro. A plateau. There are no plateaus. There's consistent evolution upwards. Infinite. But no, you don't hit a plateau. After you do a clean and get your body in really good alignment, then it really begins. That's all I can really say. Like, I don't have a clue how to explain to you what my life is like, really, in terms of what I'm doing with the detox and the food and the realignment and everything at this point. But that's because I don't fully understand it myself. Not fully. By the time... So basically, I put out all the information on how to clean. So you got to do that for like 2 or 3 years before it makes sense to move to the next bit, if you want to say it like that. Which I could say it better, I think, if I could find better words, but it's really hard to talk about. But after about 2 years, 3 years of detoxing with the method that I've given, that's when you'll start getting into like the 5D stuff, and that's when it starts getting really interesting. But there is no plateau. Looks like video games. It is. No, check it out. That's so nice. This place is awesome. This place is just awesome. Over there, so they were doing it yesterday. There's like a police show, and they're doing shooting practice and shooting competitions and martial arts displays and stuff. Should we go over there? K-pop world. Yeah, kind of. It's not. This is a real place, though. It doesn't feel like a fake place. Do you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't feel like a fake city. Like, if you go to Tokyo, that feels like a fake place. It doesn't feel real. It feels like a theme park. This doesn't feel like that. This just feels like an awesome place where people live and people come to visit. Even though I've not seen a single... I think I've met one English person. Like, the people that come here are Russian. You get a lot of Russian people here. And obviously lots of Vietnamese people. But in terms of holiday makers, it's Russian people. Loads of Russian people. Which is strange, because everywhere else I've ever gone, I've not really seen Russian people anywhere.
Why go after 2 years?
See? There's one. Sitting on the bench with a cigarette. Russian, I've noticed they're really similar to English people. Really similar. In terms of like the energy they have. And like the drinking and the smoking and all of that. They're really, really similar. You're about to swap juices. Is it better to just blend or do the whole juicer and filter thing? Well, blending isn't juicing. Blending is making smoothies. So that's not juice. If it has fiber in it, it's not juice. It's a smoothie. And it's not bad at all. It's just not a juice. So if you want to do juice, then you would have to strain the fiber out. But a smoothie is still very potent for cleaning. It has the fiber in it. So in some circumstances, it's better to do that. Do I think there will be a global blackout? No, I don't. And do you want to know why I don't think that? It's because everything that they're trying to do relies on the power being on. So why would there be a blackout if they need the power to be on? That's why knowledge is power. If you know what the agenda is, and if you know what everything is that's happening in the world, then you can sort of make predictions. Educated guesses. What do you think of fasting with no food? Well, no food or juice. What, with just water? I don't like the sound of that. I prefer to have energy even when I'm doing... Basically, the point of a fast, even a juice fast, is to clean your body. It's to get the gunk and the waste and the mucus out. That's all it is. Your body will regenerate regardless of doing a water fast or a juice fast. And actually, juice fasting's better because the juices taste good. They have electricity. They're structured living water. It's the cleanest water in the world. And it still gets the mucus out. It still rehydrates the mucus. So it's superior to a water fast. There's no clean water in this world unless you clean it yourself with a water distiller made of copper. And that's it. That's the only way to get clean water. If you have a water distiller, and distilled water is the only pure water, like actual pure water, that's just plain water, except outside of coconuts and fruits. So if you distill water yourself with a stainless steel distiller, and you're catching it in a metal jug or a plastic jug or something like that, then because distilled water is so clean, it will immediately leach whatever it touches. So you need copper because it doesn't do that. Where is this? Am I barefoot? No, why would I be? Why would I be barefoot? I don't want my feet to touch that. No, I've never been to New Zealand. Never. Do you mind saying where you are? Thailand? No, this is Da Nang. This is Vietnam, which is it's really awesome. So I came here before, but I stayed all the way down that end, and it was really quiet and a bit run down. But here, in this bit, I've come back here, and in this bit, it's amazing. This place is really, really, really cool. In the daytime, it's like pure sunshine, even though it rained today. But even today, I made the most of it. But in the daytime, it's like pure beach vibes. And then at nighttime, it's like neon lights, city vibes. I love both of those vibes. They're like my favorite vibes combined. Thoughts on solipsism? Ultimately true, but I don't think it's like a lonely thing. Most people see solipsism as like loneliness, but it's not really that. I don't think the absolute everything can get lonely. I think lonely is a concept within the Tao of this current experience. Creator, hello. For you, 20 hours fast per day is enough. Yeah, but it's not really about fasting. It's about rehydration. So you can fast and not consume anything, but you're not really rehydrating anything. That's why juice fasting is better. It's all about rehydrating. It's not about, it's about how many toxins can you remove from your body. It's about rehydration. It's not about who can go the longest without food. It's about rehydrating your body, getting the mucus and toxins out. You need to put lots and lots and lots and lots of fluid through your body to rehydrate the old mucus. Some of it's been in there for like 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Think about what that's going to take to rehydrate it. There are layers and layers and layers of it on your intestines, like cement. Imagine that after 30 years. As soon as you're born, they start feeding you like that baby formula stuff. And that's just cementing your intestines, basically, causing mucus, like building a thick wall of plaque. You know how like your teeth get plaque on them? You know, like tooth plaque. That's the same. Like so the teeth are a reflection of the organs. That's why if you look at your teeth, if you've got like black bits on your back teeth or any of your teeth, it's because that organ has black bits on it. Because it's dirty organs. So your teeth are related to your organs. So when you have plaque on your teeth, getting the dentist to scrape it off, yeah, it will remove the plaque, but it's deeper than that. Is you have plaque on your teeth because you have plaque on your organs. So you have to clean your body, get the mucus out. Am I in North Korea? No. I've seen videos in North Korea. It doesn't look that fun. I like chill vibes. What's this? Coffee shop. Cool. Yeah, I like chill vibes. And yeah, Mufasa, that's why you got to clean your body, man. You got to become immune. The data centers are creating... Yeah, I know, but okay, so they are creating that, but how good is it going to be when they can't read half of what you're doing, bro? That's why you have to get into 5D, master your energy field, learn about breath, and realign and clean your body. And then you can be immune to certain things. How can parasites sense you when you're in a high vibration? They have technology that can see you, basically. Literally like shooting a beam of light out of this, like out of your head into the sky. You know, like, so if you've ever played Call of Duty Zombies, you know the mystery box when it shoots the light in the sky? It's like that. Do I travel a lot? I do travel a lot, yeah. Am I rich? I'm spiritually rich, which means I know that the money will be provided as it's needed. People think you need to be rich to come to a place. Does this place look like you need to be rich to be in it? It does, doesn't it? That's why Asia is so fantastic. Because I've got a hotel room that I'm paying £10 a night for. And that's a proper hotel. £10 a night. And then a coconut is about 75 pence. A sugarcane juice is £1. There's a place over there that does it for 30p or like 50 American cents for a whole thing of sugarcane juice. And you can go to a restaurant, which I haven't done here yet or at all. Don't know if I will. I'm a bit sketchy with the food in these countries. I have to prepare everything myself. But you can go to a restaurant for like $2. So people are like, how do you afford this? It's like, well, it's very affordable. You don't feel detox symptoms anymore. Is that good? You're still doing the transition? Well, yeah, of course. Like, it just means that you've plateaued at the level of consumption that you're at. So either keep going and just maintain and enjoy it, or start having more juice, more sugar, less solid food. And that will get more waste out quicker. Or do a juice fast. Thanks for answering me, mate. Yeah, you're welcome. I told you, I read every comment. That looked almost sarcastic. I was just checking if I missed a comment. Did I miss your comment? You said you were a breath of fresh air. I'm pretty sure I read it out. And, oh, you asked me where we were. Sorry. Yes. It's just that you can't maintain your training on juicing. Well, if you put sugar in it, you could, but it's just because you're detoxing too quickly. So if you can't maintain your training, it's because your body's using the energy to detox. So you would be better off eating more carbs and drinking less juice and finding a balance that way. It's all about energy allocation. How much energy is your body going to use on detoxing? If you're on lots and lots of juices and you haven't done any detoxing before, then yeah, of course, your body's going to be detoxing really, really fast. And so you might not feel like you want to train. But if you eat more and do less juices, like eat more carbs, find a balance that way, then you can do it. If you, after a few years, it'll be like second nature. Like, for example, I know exactly, if someone said, hey, do you want to come to a kickboxing session? I'd be like, yeah, I would know exactly how much food to consume, exactly how much liquid to consume before I went to make sure I had my peak energy. Like today, I went for a long bike ride and I knew exactly what to have to ensure that I had amazing energy for the whole thing. Because it's like second nature to me at this point, because I've been doing it for so long. And it'll be the same for anyone else that does it. There's a big show happening over here. You've been released large amounts of mucus for 3 years and bedridden. That just sounds, yeah, that is a good testament to how much mucus the body can hold. People really don't get it. And you're one of the few people that really gets it. How much mucus has come out of your body that you've been laying in bed, just releasing it for years. And that's really not an exaggeration. That's really how much mucus the body can hold. It's like layers and layers and layers and layers of thick, mucousy cement all throughout the body, on intestines, everything. The body's amazing at staying alive. Look at this. I looked it up and there's like 2,000 military personnel here or something like that. Like loads and loads of them. So these lot have got assault rifles and stuff. It's crazy. Hey, you're true. Have I got the real account? Yeah, this is me. Yeah, there's a fake account going around messaging people that follow me, offering readings. That's not me. If you get a message out of the blue from an account that looks like me, it's not me. People message me all the time and they're like, hey, you sent me this message, I'm just checking it was legit. It's like, well, no, that wasn't me. If you look at the account, it's got an extra digit in the name, like in the username or in the app. It's so clean. What were we talking about a minute ago? Are you talking about the place here, this area? Yeah, it's very clean, very awesome, very fantastic. Remember, your environment is a direct reflection of your state of being. I'm very blessed to have done the work to be able to come here and feasibly stay here for as long as I want. Sugarcane juice is the one. I love sugarcane juice. There's a girl over there who stands in this restaurant. There's a restaurant, and she stands in like the corner of it, and she does them for 30,000, which is £1. But I ask for no ice, and she fills the cup all the way to the top anyway. So it's like it's like a big sugarcane juice for £1. It's like half a litre. Because in a lot of these places, when you ask for no ice, they give you like half a cup. But that girl over there, she gives me the full cup, and I love that. So I only go there to get my sugarcane. Spiritual wallet, yeah, basically. Is potatoes boiled in tap water fine? Yeah, baked is better. Roasted means that you're cooking them in oil. Baked is best. Roasted inarguably tastes the best, but if you want to clean your body, then you want to avoid oil for a good amount of time. Roast potatoes used to be my favourite thing. They used to be my favourite part of the roast dinner. If you're from England, you know what roast dinner is. Do you think AI has figured out time travel through quantum computing? Very possibly, feasibly. What are my thoughts on red meat? The same as my thoughts on all the other meat. This timeline is AI trying to steer things away from the master timeline. What if the AI is the master timeline? What if it isn't what you think it is? You're on a really high frequency. I can feel it, lol. Do you know what's really interesting about being on a high frequency? Sometimes you can't feel it yourself. If you get in a really, really high frequency and then a bunch of entities try and mess it up for you, it can be like you can be in that high vibration sometimes and not feel it, which is interesting. Sometimes I don't feel like I'm in a high vibration, and then someone says something like that, and I'm like, oh yeah, I must be. I'm like walking around, projecting my voice loudly, answering questions and being present throughout the whole thing. That must be a high vibration, but I've just been dealing with a lot of entities lately, if you want to put it that way. I'm just going to sit for a moment though. Just for a moment. When you got in high vibration, animals too were acting very different around you. Yeah, they do, like cats. There's a kitten over there. I just remembered about the kitten. So near my hotel, there's a place, they have a kitten. It's just over there. And it's really cool, and it really likes me. And every time I walk past, it comes and says hi. I'm really buzzing about that, to be honest. You put sugar in the coconut water and drink it. I'd never do that, but I bet it's great. For me, coconuts are like, I don't want to do that with coconut. I'll do that with anything, but with coconuts, it's like, when I want a coconut, it's because I want pure hydration. How many days on juice fasting can someone do? Last time you did 80 days. I know a guy who's been doing it for over a year. He hasn't eaten solid food. So you can do it for a good while. Am I still in Bali? Nah. Thanks for sharing the live, by the way. Pooty tang tang. What is that from? I can't remember. What movie is that from? That reminds me of when I was younger and I used to sit around smoking and watching funny films. Love watching your journey. You were immediately attracted to my content. That's cool. What do I think about Neuralink? You've already got one. Everyone's got one. Everyone has one. You have one already. What stops eventual military use such as jets to be used against the population? The spirit of God and the will of good to do good and stay good. We will meet. Very possible. Will it ever end? You're locked in a house like a bird in a cage and you are a burden to everyone. You're not really a burden. It's more like other people they might not be able to hold space for you if you are dealing with certain emotions. You're not a burden. It's not the same thing. It's just certain people, most people can't hold space for other people that need support like that. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with feeling like that. You're not a burden to anyone. You can feel like that. It's very safe and it's okay to feel how you feel. If you're feeling down, it's okay. and you're allowed to feel like that, and you're allowed to relax into that feeling. You're allowed to relax into that feeling. If you're not feeling okay, it's okay to relax into it and actually feel it. Life is supportive like that. You do always have what you need. So if you don't feel right and you're dealing with any feelings like that, then that's all you need to be focused on, is just working through those feelings, and you'll be supported. You'll always have what you need to make sure you work through those things. And that can look like anything, by the way, like having what you need to work through all of those things. That can look like anything. Sometimes life will trigger certain emotions in you to get you to feel that feeling so it can be purged. And so you're not a burden. It's just that other people, everybody in this world has some sort of emotional thing that they're working through. So don't feel like you're a burden. It's more like, if you feel like you're a burden to certain people, it's more like you don't know anyone who can hold space for what you're dealing with, which is very different. You're not a burden. It's just that most people don't understand what it means to heal yourself and what it means to go through emotional difficulty. There's a lot of people that are very bogged down with certain entities in this world.
There's no niggers here.
So don't feel like you're a burden. Just allow yourself to feel how you feel and work through it and do the best you can. Am I still like 12 hours ahead? There was always ice drama here. Ice drama where? But yeah, it's about 12 hours ahead, I think, of America. They approved 3D printed meat. Your thoughts? What do you think? It's better. I would rather you eat that, or rather the world eat that, than eat like the real stuff. Definitely. If they could switch everyone over to lab grown meat, I'm okay with that. If you want to eat that anyway, do you know what I mean? If you want to put that in your body, which isn't good for you anyway, then you might as well just do the synthetic stuff. Lab grown meat. I might try it. Do you know what I mean? Like that. I like ethically, that's completely fine. I might try it just to see what it does. I like doing food experiments. I love doing food experiments. I'm always doing food experiments. I love trying to figure out certain ways of manipulating my vibration through the foods that I consume. That's like my whole life. My entire life. I spend 12 hours a day thinking about it and putting the experiments into practice and doing stuff. How to deal with entities. Just got to clean your body, man, and do the best you can. Except cleaning your body. It's cleaning your body. That is it. No one wants to clean their body. They're like, how do I deal with entities but still eat cheeseburgers? There is a way to do that, but I would never be able to explain. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna convince everyone that it's okay to poison yourself. How do you manifest money for your travels? It just appears when it's required. Like I was just saying, it's very affordable to live here. A coconut costs less than £1. A hotel costs between £8 and £15 a night. And a taxi anywhere is like £2. I rented a really nice bike today for like £5. It's very, like you can get food delivered to your house. If you live here, you can get a full restaurant quality meal delivered to your house with the delivery fee for like £5 or £6. It's just an affordable place to live. You met a guy who did it for 7 years. What, juice fasting? Well, there you go. Don't you think you got to a point where you're identified to your body too much? Nah, don't you think you've got to the point where you aren't identified with your body enough if you're asking questions like that? Because while, yes, you are separate from, okay, so your spirit is separate from your body essentially, but all the time you're here in this life, your vessel is your vehicle and you need it for everything. And the body changes dimensions with you when you raise your vibration. Your body's a multi-dimensional being as well. So if you raise to 5D, 6D, 7D, your body's coming with you. So why wouldn't I be identified with my body? This body is the greatest gift I've ever been given, ever. and I spend all my time fixing it, looking after it, trying to get it to do what I want it to do, and experimenting with it to figure out the secrets of this life, which are very much associated with focusing and revering the body. Is it important to quit smoking? Well, dude, you'll just quit those things naturally as you realign. Start doing cardio exercise all the time. You'll quit smoking because you'll realize how much the smoking interferes with normal lung capacity, like lung function. What can you do if you feel like you took a back seat in your body? You just got to clean it, bro. If you feel like you took a back seat in your body, it's because you have. You've got to do some cleaning. It's literally, so when I was talking about like enlightenment and what people, so a lot of people refer to non-dual enlightenment, and it's because they took a back seat in their own body and they're just being driven. So they're like, oh, non-dual enlightenment, I'm so comfy, everything's great, everything feels lighter. It's because they're being driven around. You say lab-grown meat is laced with nanotechnology. Well, how do you know that it isn't the same for the meat you're buying in the supermarket? You're buying stuff off the shelf that has been like that. It's like 30 days old. It's had chemicals put on it to make it stay the same color and stop it from smelling. Like if a bit of roadkill, like if an animal gets hit by a car and then it's on the side of the road, it takes like half a day for it to be smelly, rotting and covered in flies. It doesn't take long at all. So isn't it suspicious that when you go to the supermarket, all of the meat on the shelves looks all perfect and nice? Well, nice, but looks all edible to someone who would eat that. Don't you think that's suspicious? Think about it. If say like a deer was hit by a car, then how long would it take for it to rot and smell bad and be completely unappetizing to a meat eater? Will it ever be appetizing? If you saw a dead animal on the side of the road, anyone that eats meat, do you look at that and go, oh, that looks good? Or do you think, oh no, that animal is hurt or that animal has been killed? You don't think, oh yeah, I'm going to eat that. It's only because of all the conditioning that makes you believe that you enjoy eating meat. You don't enjoy it. There's another entity living in your body that enjoys it. You think you lost your ego. It seems like like a parasite taking control. You don't feel normal anymore. It's because you got to clean your body, man. That is what's happening. Don't doubt your intuition either. That is what's happening. You have to clean your body. You want to change how you eat. If you wanted to, you would. That's really true as well. If you don't do something, it's because you want the alternative more. So you want to change how you eat a little bit, but you want to stay the same more, because whatever you want more, you will do. You will naturally do. You will always take every single person is on the path of least resistance at all times. Sometimes what feels like the most resistance is actually still the least resistance because there's a mental block stopping it. So you'll naturally change your food when you feel up to it. It's noisy over there, so we'll go this way. Yeah, I don't recommend. Well, I say recommend. Like recommend. I hate that. I just said that. But I don't recommend smoking that often. Treat it like a medicine. Don't just do it all day, every day. It's the same with anything. If you're doing something all the time, then most people who ask me that question, they're like, should I keep smoking? I know for a fact, the fact that you're asking me that question, you know that you need to stop smoking. But again, you'll naturally stop when you stop. When you want to stop more than you want to continue, you will stop. It's that simple. It's the same with all addiction, everything. You don't need to force it. If you're doing something all the time, and you can't stop it, and you're giving yourself a hard time, why don't you just stop trying to stop and just enjoy it? Because you're not going to stop until you're not. Someone left a comment once on my video, and this is true about all addiction. Someone left a comment that said, "You don't leave smoke; smoke leaves you." It's so true about addiction, and anything that any habit you have, you don't leave it; it leaves you. Just enjoy it while you're doing it, because one day you'll look back on those times and think, "Wow, I miss when I used to do that all the time," and that's really true as well. Was there ever a time you knew that you needed to juice fast and detox but put off doing it? Yeah, of course. Probably now. Probably right now. But it's just like, again, I'm okay with for example, I'm eating a couple of things at the moment that aren't 100% optimal, right, for the human body, right? But I'm okay with that. Just like I was explaining about the smoking and the addiction. I know that I'm working through emotions. That's what all addiction is, by the way. You're just using certain things that make you feel okay. And that's okay. It's okay. It's okay to want to feel okay. If you only know how to feel okay one way, two ways, then you're gonna do that thing over and over because it makes you feel okay. It's okay to want to feel okay. This world, like, you got to think, with all the misalignments and all of the things going on in this world and all of the stuff people have going on in their lives and like whatever stresses you might have, it's okay to want to feel okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting to feel okay. Don't give yourself a hard time. You're allowed. Yeah, you could do weightlifting. I do just body weight exercise though. I just do push-ups and stuff, and I never force it. I never overstrain my muscles. Never like overwork myself. Never ever do that. The end goal for many is not drinking juice, mostly moving around the world nomadically, and that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I never, like, everyone's going to live their own thing. Moving around the world nomadically is pretty cool though. I think a lot of people would like to do this. But when you first started out, I mean, your body had the most stuff in it. Oh yeah, for sure. And I was never really putting it, yeah, you kind of put it off. There's no forcing it. You can't force yourself to clean your body, because cleaning your body is awareness. The more you clean, the more of your being that you inhabit. And you can look at it like the more you clean, the more of your being you're gonna have to take responsibility for. And when as we're on the journey back to 5D, that's a lot, and there's a lot of energy involved. And sometimes there's so much energy in my body that I don't know what to do with it. That's why a lot of people smoke and drink, because they have a lot of energy and they don't know how to express it. What do I eat? I still have a lot of liquid, but I'll have some bread every now and then or something like that. And I know that basically when you're on the transition, then there are foods in there that are not 100% optimal for the system, but they do serve a very, very, very valid purpose, and they detox certain things that the juices and like certain things that I don't know if I can talk about, but they remove certain things. So don't skip the transition. If you skip the transition and go straight into a juice fast, you may find yourself doing the transition after. What about Greenlanders, Inuit, only eat raw meat? Yeah, and they live to about 50. And they sleep longer than anyone. The carnivorous animals sleep the most, because when you're sleeping, your body's processing processing toxins and food. That's a lot of the reason that people sleep. So just because there's a culture of people that eat a lot of meat doesn't mean like they got like a life expectancy of like 50 or something. It's too much weight for you. You're thinking you can't change everything. You have more control than you think, but you see that as you go through the process. Thanks for the bliss that you bring for everyone and everything. Thank you for saying that. What happens if you overwork your muscles? Well, because of the atlas misalignment, if you have a bunch of muscles supporting other muscles that shouldn't be supporting, basically. So if you strain them, you're basically putting like strain on your body that was never meant to feel. And during the realignment process, you don't want to be tearing those muscles. That's why people get, like in every martial arts gym, there's the one guy that's always got a certain injury. And it's because those muscles, because of the atlas misalignment, because the fascia is all connected, it's because those muscles aren't where they should be, where they were originally. So, oh, it's a bit loud over here. Let's go back. So that's why. This road back to immortality is a long one, and it requires patience. It requires patience and not overworking yourself and not forcing it. So that's why when someone's like, oh, well, like how long does it take to do the detox? And it's like, well, probably 50 years. Probably. Seriously, like to do the realignment and the detox and like get back to like the 5D state, probably like the true 5D perfect original blueprint, probably like 30 to 50 years. So it's like, a lot of people will rush. I did the same. But there's no point. Just start. What about cheese pizza? Yeah, pizza's like the worst thing you can eat because it's like bread with lots of cheese and meat on it all together. Like it's just a digestive. That's why there's a meme that pizza constipates you, because it literally does. It's the hardest thing in the world to digest. You thought we don't take our bodies to other dimensions? Yeah, but you do though. Your body's a multi-dimensional spaceship. So, okay, I can prove this to you very easily. When you take certain medicines, think about this, right? Certain medicines change your vibration, right? There are certain medicines that you can take to have higher vibrational experiences, right? How do you start that? What do you do with those medicines? Where do you put them? You put them in your body. So if your body wasn't important when it comes to raising your vibration, then why would you have to put those medicines in your body to get that higher vibrational experience? Like ayahuasca, where do you put that? It goes in your body. Because your body comes with you. You will clean your body. That's good. Some spiritual experience made you yearn for your meat suit and the sensations. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Don't ascend yourself in a fast way on purpose. Like, don't rush, because you will. It's not, there isn't necessarily better than here for your current state of awareness. You might find yourself clamoring for normality if you go too high. And I've had that experience many times. Where am I? I am right here, outside the A marks. Thank you for all that you share. You learn so much from these lives and videos. That's cool. You are welcome, for sure. It's not long. What, 50 years? It's not long, actually, in terms of an immortal life. Think about how you're going to think about these 50 years when you're 7,000 years old. Do I know what the Ankh is? I know what it is. I don't know what it's for, though. Definitely has some sort of spiritual significance. And I remember watching a video maybe about 4 years ago about it, but I can't remember what the details were. You're just asking questions that people keep asking you when you talk about me, because you do believe me. Well, don't believe me. Just do what I'm saying and see for yourself. There's no need to believe me. You can just do it and then see for yourself. That's the beauty of the things that I share. You can literally just do it. Just learn how to detox your body, and then you'll see exactly what I mean. You'll get more in touch with your body. That's what detoxing does for you. It puts you more in touch with your body. And then when you're in touch with your body, you can really discern what's happening. And you can think more clearly, and you can experience life more clearly, yes. You'll be able to notice more. Healing and cleansing is so cyclical, it loops, so you can keep trying. Well, it loops, but you'll never. It's never like that, and then it's like you're always learning, so you're always on the up anyway. You're on the beach watching the live. Yeah, I was on the beach, but it's been raining today, so it's not as good. Yesterday, I was sitting on the beach on a beanbag, and that was really nice. There are sand crabs everywhere on that beach. They pop out of the sand and then pop back in. Ho Chi Minh? No, it's not Ho Chi Minh. Even though I love Ho Chi Minh, I might go there. But I'm pretty happy here at the moment. And yeah, I've already spoke about ayahuasca today. I just haven't done it, and I don't really feel like doing it at the moment, but that might change. And yeah, Jesus was teaching how to clean the body. Jesus was saying, clean your body. Read the Essene Gospel of Peace. He was teaching about how to clean the body. That's his whole thing. Most of what it says in the Bible, like him feeding fish to people and all of that, is not true. What do I think about Taoist cultivation? What do you mean by that? Just like he said, don't rush it. You think you did. What else can you do if you rush? You've been feeling messed up. Just eat carbohydrates. Don't just go full fruit and juice. Eat carbs. How do I feel about nuts? Most of them are acidic, like walnuts and macadamias. Most of the nuts, almost all of them, create acids in the body when consumed. The best protein you can have is hemp seeds. If you want nuts, just eat hemp seeds. Hemp seeds are the absolute best. So is 2030 important spiritually? Probably not. I bet nothing happens. I bet 2030 rolls around and nothing happens. I bet it's just normal. You can't predict anything. Have you seen the nothing ever happens meme? Basically that. Everyone's waiting for, this is one of their things. They want you to wait for some doom event. Like everyone's just waiting. Everyone's like, oh, the power's going to go out, or this is going to happen. That's going to happen. How many of the things that you thought were going to happen have ever happened? How many times have you had a doomsday in mind and it just passed normal? It's just normal. And everything's normal. Like, look, this is normal. This is just life. Life goes on. Life is infinite. Life is eternal. And this is creation. Why? What are you waiting for? Waiting for some apocalyptic event that's never going to come. Do you know why they do that? To get you to not do anything. Because you think, oh, well, there's going to be the apocalypse anyway. I might as well not do it. That's what, I bet 100 years ago, people were like, oh, we better not bother cleaning our body because in 1908 there's going to be this thing happen. Do you know what I mean? It's just life goes on. Am I still doing watermelon fasting? Nah, I'm not doing a juice fast at the moment. And yeah, pea protein powder, as long as it's 100% pure pea. I don't really know how they make protein powder. You might as well just eat peas. But yeah, if it's 100% pure pea, then it's fine. Hemp protein is probably good as well if it's just pure ground up hemp seed. They're banning hemp products in your state. Well, that's funny. Why don't you just do them anyway? If they're banning them, why don't you get loads of them now and just put them in storage? Hemp seeds, if you get like a few kilos of hemp seeds, that'll last you ages. How do I know Jesus came to teach the detox? The Essene Gospel of Peace. Google that and you'll find it. The Essene, E-S-S-E-N-E. Gospel of Peace. 2027 is big for human design. Projectors rising. Yeah, but even that's going to be gradual. It's not just, I don't think it's going to be just like one day everyone's like, wow, we should listen to all the projectors. Like, people listen to projectors now. I'm a projector. It's happening gradually. You can't predict everything, but you can control the outcome. Well, you can't control everything. You have more control than you think, though. Hello, Koji. You say time isn't real, and it kind of is true, right? But you're still here, and you're still experiencing linear time. So anyone that says time isn't real, it's like, well, yeah, well, what time have you got your alarm set for tomorrow? Do you know what I mean? Time isn't real. Time isn't real, and then you go, like, set an alarm clock. So it is. Do you know what I mean? It isn't, but it is. Avocados, high in fat. I had one today, though. I always just think every time I have fat, though, I'm just like, why did I do that? I could have just had more carbohydrates. Am I not still in that place for the demon statues? No, I'm not. This is a place where the police are in the road. Different type. Now they're doing a demonstration. 2,000 military personnel doing a demonstration, martial arts displays and shooting competitions. They did it yesterday, but they're doing it again tonight. It's a Friday night now, isn't it? This is like Friday night. It's 8:30 p.m. Friday night. Hello, Blue. Slowly moving away from the alarm clock, yeah. Never set an alarm. I don't set an alarm ever. I always just wake up naturally. Hello. You're the creator of your reality. The parasites controlling your life. Once you clean your body, you will have control over it. Yeah, eventually. Am I in China? Nah. Vietnam. But yeah, cool. Thanks for chatting, everyone. I think I'll end the live there. Or will I? Yeah, I think I will. Maybe not. Did that yesterday, actually. And then I was like, So yesterday I ended the live, and then I was like, why did I do that? You wonder what race built those buildings in Vietnam? The Vietnamese. What, these buildings? Oh, you're talking about the old ones. Same one that built the old buildings everywhere else. But I've seen a lot of people talking and saying that they're recent in Vietnam, but they certainly don't look like it to me. A lot of people were saying, oh no, those aren't Tartarian, those are built recently. And it's like, well, they didn't feel like that at all. They're very, very consistent with the Tartarian architecture, exactly the same. Like a giant castle on an island, like that, like surrounded by all of the rest of the architecture. It's just, and people are saying they're recent. It's just like, they're not recent. I just need to sit down. That's literally what it is. I've been walking and biking all day. I'm just going to take 2 minutes. That's why I was going to end the live. My body was like, oh, it's wet there. Right, that's not a good seat for me. Yeah, but that's what my body was just saying, right, just relax. That's all it is. I've got a bag on with about 10 kilos of weight in it as well. But I always carry this bag. I think I need to figure out a different way of carrying all this stuff around. You want to travel with me? I don't think you do. But I think people think I'm more exciting than I am. I am just really boring, probably. Like, I spend like 12 hours of my day just thinking about what I'm eating and figuring that out and trying to figure out my 5D to 3D transition. Wow, look. Cool. That's on the beach. It does sound like some kind of... When you said it sounds like screams, my brain was immediately like, is it possible to put a soul in a firework? Where am I? I'm right here. I'm at Highlands Coffee, which you can't see because the exposure on this camera. But that's what it is. You have to take my word for it. It's as hard as coffee. Why do people who knows a lot, like Bashar, for example, not mention parasites? Great question. Ask more of them. When you get to the point where you start seeing through like the major like organizations and the religions and all of that, then that's when you start questioning everything. That's when you start really. Yeah, someone said it sounds demonic. Yeah, it's just mad. Like I've never heard a fireworks sound like that. Is it possible to put a soul in a car like Cars the movie? I don't know, maybe. Maybe. Alright, I'm gonna do this. We're doing this. Alright, we'll go there. Sugarcane, 30. That's £1. That's £1. Do you know my favourite thing about this country? The money doesn't have. They don't use coins at all. No coins. Every single denomination of note is a note, or every single denomination of money that they have here is a note. They don't use coins whatsoever. Where is this person? Oh. Hello? Oh, she's coming back. Cool. Love it. Hello, Lotus. How are you? Hi. Can I get one sugar cane? Yeah, no ice. No sugar. No salt. Thank you. There you go. What? 20? Huh? It says 30, yeah? You give me a discount. Okay. Yeah, cool. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. Do I sense some kind of shift in the world? Yeah, but a positive one. A good one. The world is waking up. Think about the consciousness of your parents' generation. And then think about your consciousness in the generation that you're in. And then the generation below us. Think about that. There's obviously a raise in consciousness. It's obviously real. You can mix ashes in with the gunpowder. Well, there you go. Where those people get their knowledge, like Bashar. No, Bashar has so much, like everything Bashar says, or almost everything, is very real. Bashar's amazing. Amazing. Bashar's one of the few people that I will listen to a lot and just think, wow, like I resonate with almost everything he says. He never talks about cleaning the body up. Thank you.
Thank you.
Come on. Bye. Got a special discount there. She gave it to me for 20,000. There you go, look. Didn't fill it up though. Maybe that's why. Usually she fills it up. There's two of them, and there's one of them that doesn't. There's one of them that doesn't usually serve me. That was the one that served me this. But she gave me a discount. So it's like I'm either going to get a full one or a discount now. You know, that's the beauty of going back to the same place every time. So if you find a cafe or something that you like, or a food place, go there all the time and talk to the owner, and they'll start liking you. And then, so when they know you, they're like, it's like if I owned a, like, I don't know, if I owned that A-Mart and someone came in every day, I'd start giving them stuff. That just kind of happens. Find a place to sit down. Yeah, so the thing is, this is part of my process, is walking around all the time. It detoxes your body, keeps your body. And if I sit still for too long, then the entities come. So I have to move. Look at that. It's got lime in it. Let's go. This is delicious. I just did it all straight away. I bought one earlier and the woman was like, "Are you sure you don't want any ice?" I was like, yeah, no ice. And she was like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I'm sure. She was like, it won't be good. And I was like, yeah, but I know it will be. She said, it's too sweet. You have to have ice. And I said, no, it won't be. It will be good. And she's like, it won't be delicious. She's going, not delicious, not delicious. I was like, yes, delicious. And then she put some in a little cup for me and she was like, drink that. And I drank it and she was like super shocked. She was like, what, do you actually enjoy that? And I was like, yeah. She couldn't believe that I wouldn't have ice. And I had 2 cups and I drank them in front of her. And then she went and got another jug and she was like doing something to it. I don't know what it was. She did something to it. And then she come running over and she was like, have more. And I was like, I don't want any more. Like, she was like really insistent. She was like, have more, have more. And I was like, what have you done to it? And when she started acting really weird, and I said, what have you put in that? And she started acting like she didn't speak English, even though we were talking for like 2 whole minutes before that in English, and her English was great. And then she started acting really sketchy. She was like, have more, have more. Oh. None of them smile. None of the police ever smile at the police. They never smile back in this country. It's like they have to take themselves super seriously or something. No salt. Well, I say no salt because they put salt in. Like, it's common here there's people on the side of the road selling fruit with salt in it. They put salt in it. Like, they'll be like, you can get like pomelo and it'll come with like a chili salt packet. Or you can buy dry mango that has chili and salt on it. It's really weird. That's the last thing I would want salt on. I don't want salt on my fresh fruit. That is the last thing that you want salt on. Or that I would want salt on. If I'm going to have salt, I want it on like bread or... Like, if I'm going to have salt, there's no way I'm putting it on fruit. I shouldn't have any, really. But I grew up eating bread. I used to eat like 8 slices of bread every day for my whole life. I'm very emotional. There's like emotions for me tied to bread. And that's part of your emotional cleansing, is working through those things that you have emotional attachment to. Do you know what? For the last 2 nights, I felt like that. Like, there's a whole other world over there, but it's blocked off by all of this parade stuff. And I've just never felt like walking around. It just feels like, from like a perspective of like unlocking areas in the game. It's like, for today, I'm in this area, and then tomorrow when that unlocks, we'll do a live stream and we'll go that way, because there's beach clubs and stuff all the way along that beach, and it's like 2 miles long, and it's really cool to walk along it. And there's like neon lights and all sorts of stuff over there. And people are probably thinking like, what do you mean, just walk around? And it's like, I don't know, like, if you just follow the flow of energy in life. Do you know what it is as well? You know how when I talk about your environment being a reflection of your state of being and your vibration, people are like, well, I could just move to a different place. It's like, yeah, but do you want to? You might not want to. It might be your own decision making that is blocked by your vibration. It might not be circumstances, but your own decision making. Have you ever thought that you really wanted to do something, and then you ate dinner or consumed something and then didn't want to do that thing anymore? Like, I'll just give you an example, right? I really want to go and play golf, or I really want to go and play tennis. And then it's dinner time. I'm like, right, I'm going to have some food and then I'm going to go play tennis. Or you can do the same thing with like going to the club or going to a bar. Like, oh, I'm going to go to the bar tonight with my friends. We've all decided we're going to go out. I'm just going to have some dinner and then we'll go. And then you have that meal and then all of a sudden you don't want to go anymore because the food changed your vibration. So it changed your thinking process, it changed your decision making, everything. So all decisions are based on vibration. All situations are based on vibration. Your environment is based on vibration, everything. Have you noticed how sometimes you can go to a place and you like it, and other times you can go to a place and you don't like it? It's because of your decision making It's because of whatever you're consuming is affecting your state of being and your vibration. So that affects your decision-making process. It's like anti-entity because you love it. What's that? Lotus. Hello. You got pomegranate juice. Yeah, that's good. I've never really tried it. I feel like I wouldn't like that one. A lot of juices for me, I only like them when they're cold and they've been in the fridge. What juices do I have that are like that? It's like watermelon juice. I kind of need that to be cold. Kind of. And you know what? Coconuts as well. I kind of need them to be cold. I kind of need a coconut to be in the fridge. Oh, coconuts there. I might get a coconut. I might treat myself to a coconut. We'll see. Because I'm doing this live, it's forcing me to stay present. So, and I like that. Yeah, look at that. It's really hot here. This is so, you know how like nourishing and beautiful that looks to me right now. Probably to you as well. It's so warm here. It's like 35 degrees. It's 9 o'clock in the evening. Before I started this live, so about an hour ago, I went to the beach and there were people in the water, in the dark, because it's just warm here. Yum. I used to love coffee as well. I wasn't really a coffee drinker when I came to a tropical lifestyle. I can imagine like a coconut coffee is divine. That's the thing, you know, coconut coffee, as in instead of water, they use coconut water and then they put sugar in it and put coconut stuff in it and make it coconut flavored coffee. And they use coconut milk and blended coconut milk instead of milk with coffee and ice. Back in my coffee days, that would have been like a godsend to me. Coffee is one of the last things to go during the transition in my experience. It's one of the last things that you get rid of. What do I mean if I sit for too much? The entity will come. Well, it's all based on the mucus in your body basically determines what is driving. All right, so if you have a bunch of mucus in your body, which everybody does, then if you sit around, that entity is going to be driving. That's why a lot of people sit around and eat food and just sit in their house eating, because there's another entity getting them to do that. So if you move, it changes your breathing, and it's based on what kind of alignment you have. So based on the alignment of your body, and everyone's body's misaligned in some respects because of the Atlas misalignment, but based on the alignment of your body, that will kind of determine how in control you are when you're at rest. Doesn't sugar corrode your teeth? No, acids corrode your teeth. Sugar is pH neutral. And fruits are alkaline. So fruits actually heal your teeth and clean your teeth, especially orange. Orange cleans your teeth. It's a weird seeing police and fireworks. Yeah, they're just doing like a military display. Chili, spice and mango are good. Yeah, that's not for me. I don't like mixing spicy and sweet like that. I just don't. Is there a juicer I can recommend? There is actually. It's called a Nebula Grande. And you can get it for about £100. And it has I made about 1,000 litres of juice with mine and it still works. Nebula Grande. Cool. You're thinking of getting a slow juicer? Yeah, it's a masticating cold press juicer. It's called a Nebula Grande. What is that? Oh, look at this. How good does this look to sit down for a minute? Oh, what? Okay, we have jackpot. This is like seating jackpot. I'm only going to sit here for a couple of minutes because I will have to move, but just a couple of minutes I'm going to get out of this is going to be absolutely divine. Now, what have we got here? We got Mr. Orange. That is what that says, the exposure. That one's called, it's called M, but there are pictures of mango, so it's a mango one. And then that one's a watermelon, Korean watermelon. And that one's all smoothies as well. They have like blueberry. Okay. Cool. We'll just chill here for a minute. This is a nice view anyway. Do I eat bread? Yeah, sometimes. I wouldn't eat highly processed bread. How do I make money? How do you make money? Everybody has money. You always have the money you need as well, always. Is a 100% peanut butter all right? Yeah, I don't really like peanuts, but if you like them. So peanuts are acidic, so, you know, avoid acids. It's like when someone just asked me if I eat bread. Yes, but I cover it in alkaline food. So I'll put avocado, cucumber, tomato. Like, I won't put anything acidic on it. Do I have milk? No, I don't. Never milk. Never ever animal products. Never dairy, never meat, never eggs, ever. And there was a time during my process that I experimented with it, but I don't anymore. How can we find each other? Well, you know where I am. I'm here, outside. I'm outside the Steam Boy. Hot pot buffet. There you go. That's how we can find each other. You know where I am. How about when you feel angry, when you feel judged? Well, a lot of anger doesn't come from you, but you just got to work through it. With triggers and stuff like that, you have to just get triggered until you don't get triggered anymore, basically. You have to, so if someone can trigger you by making fun of you or judging you, you basically need to have that happen until it doesn't trigger you anymore. That's the only way to work through a trigger anyway. Is it possible to think in both light and dark? Well, yeah, of course. Oh, I'm getting thirsty. This is cool. A juice for 100. Am I that far behind on messages? That was ages ago I got that juice. I'm only 16 messages behind. There's no way. Vintage VHS baddie. Hello. How old am I? Ageless. Vegan mukbangs are cool. Yeah, I thought about doing them, but I tried one and I just don't think I'm the guy for that. I don't think it's that interesting when I do like eating food. For me, if I'm going to make a video or make a TikTok, I want it to be, I talk for the whole thing. I don't know, I tried to do it and it just didn't work for me. I just didn't feel right doing it. It was just like, well, I'm just eating food, like, but there's a camera point. Like, I don't know, I just don't, for me, eating food is just something I'll do on my own. Do you actively do shadow work, or do you just let them flow through during the detox? You're kind of always doing shadow work, really. That's what addiction is. Everyone's addicted to something. That's what addiction is. Addiction is shadow work. That's why you got to play the tape out and let it happen. What will I have tomorrow? I have no idea. I don't know what I'm going to have in 5 minutes. I don't know what I'm going to do in 20 seconds. Let alone tomorrow. Imagine healthy tasting processed food in the future. Healthy, tasty processed food. Dude. There's something to fast food there's something about it that I don't know how to explain without sounding insane. There's something about it that's very magical. I know there's so many people are going to be like, what? There you go, there's a couple of people like, yeah, like, but there we go. Yeah, I love it. There's something about it. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it because it does put toxins in your body, and it does put acids in your body, and it does ultimately contain lots and lots of things that you don't want in your body. But if you are a ninja, then there's way further down the line will that be relevant at all. You like seeing me do juicy mukbangs? Yeah, I could probably do that. I just did one. I just had a sugar cane. Hold on, I'll get one. But I didn't show myself consuming it. There's an orange juice place there. That's kind of tempting. Orange juice is very powerful though. I don't know if I want to do that on camera. There's another one there. That song is everywhere. Yeah, I know. That's probably. I think that's why I got up. If I'm like asking, like if I'm honest with myself and like reflecting, why did I get up at that moment? One, because I'm sort of done resting. Like I don't need to sit anymore. And two, that song. I just don't want to be near it. Watermelon punch. Hi. Orange juice. Oh look, legit orange juice. Okay, that's tempting. We're gonna make decisions based on what we see. I wouldn't order a juice. I wouldn't even order a juice from there, just because of what else they're doing. That looks amazing.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, can I just look for a moment, please? 1 moment.
1 minute.
Give me 1 minute. I'm just looking. I'm looking. Thank you. Yeah, what should I do here? Yeah, they're wearing gloves, chopping them on clean chopping boards with clean stuff, and this is a good place. They got a proper juice machine there, like. That's cool. This is a good place to get a juice from. Maybe. Like, even these look fantastic, right? I'm having an indecisive moment, to be honest. I never make decisions unless I can be completely certain about them either. Hi. Can I get a watermelon juice? Yeah, no ice. No ice? Yeah.
You want less sugar?
No sugar. Yeah, no add sugar. Just watermelon. Okay. Come on. Yeah, cool. Enjoy your juice, stranger. Thank you, I will. Oh, they make ice with cleaner water. Yeah, they make ice with cleaner water. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay. Oh, she's going to get my change. That's cool. These teas always look so great. So when the world catches on to the need for distilled water, that's going to be amazing because all of this stuff will open up, like smoothies. I would love to have a smoothie, but they're going to use what they call pure water, but it isn't, because the only pure water is distilled water. That's going to be filtered. And these teas, like I love tea, but just like an iced tea with ice in it. Like how rare is it now to have like clean ice? It's like you'd have to have distilled water. Like that looks amazing to me.
Mình mua nước mình ngồi đây đúng không? Cho mình một ly xoài này. Mình có nước lọc uống kèm không?
What's the price in euro?
Một ly nước lọc được không?
That's £1. 30k is one English pound. So it's like, I don't know what that is in euro, like €1 30 cents or something.
Một tí nước vào.
Demon hunters. Oh, come on, thank you. Cool.
Okay.
Dragon fruit juice. I've never had that before. I might have to do that in a minute just to see what it's like. I've never had that before. Because dragon fruit, yeah, it's about $1. Just over $1. Sugarcane juice is 20k, which is like, and I've found some places that do it for 10k, which is 30 pence. Yeah, they've got cartoons on. This place is just honestly like, I love this place. It's just such a good vibe. Thank you. Come on. Bye. Buzzing, look. Look at that. I love that. I might get a pineapple juice, you know, just, that might have sold pineapple juice to me, look. Look at that. Fresh as. They juiced it right there and then. Awesome. Do you know the thing with watermelon? It's really, really rare to get a truly ripe one. I've juiced at least 500 watermelons in my life, more, maybe 1,000, exaggeration. And I've probably had 5 that have been like perfectly ripe and how they should be, in terms of how sweet and tasty they should be. A properly ripe watermelon is rare. It's one of the rarest things. You can't believe that's £1. Why are you still in Europe? This is what I'm trying to convey. The amount of people that are like, where do you start? It's like, that was £1. That was £1. Where, like, it's amazing. And you always have the money you need, remember that. My body's kind of hanging around. I feel like I'm going to get a pineapple juice. Pineapple juice is one of my favorites. Hi, how are you? And people are so friendly here. Everyone's just happy. Why wouldn't you be happy if you lived here? Do you know what I mean? Like, even the locals are happy. Even when it rains, it's nice. It was raining earlier, but it didn't feel like rain as I know it, because my body dried as soon as it stopped. And it's not cold. It's like, It feels like about 40 degrees. That's another thing about cleaning your body, by the way. And I'm not getting the pineapple juice, obviously. But that's another thing about cleaning your body, by the way. When you clean your body, your tolerance for heat goes up. And you will start to crave hotter weather. And it's at the point now, I was in Bali a couple of days ago, and it was 25 degrees there, so it's like cold there. And it was literally, it was like cold. I felt, not cold, but it felt like it wasn't warm enough. And as soon as I landed here and got off the plane, I was like, oh yeah, this is how it's supposed to be. This is the kind of temperature it's supposed to be like. If you can't get watermelons or melons where you are, the next best thing is seeded cucumber. Yeah, but it doesn't have the sugar in it. So it doesn't have the same, doesn't have the carbs. You need the carbs, honestly, to fuel. You need the sugars. Low fat, high carb, that is the way to clean. Why is it so rare? I don't know, it just is. It's just the way they pick them early or something. Like, it's just rare. A properly ripe watermelon, a truly ripe watermelon, like a properly ripe one, is the tastiest thing ever. What does pineapple do to your body? You eat it for enzymes because you don't like it. Well, if you don't like it and you're eating it, like that's your body saying, if you don't like the taste of something, that's your body saying, please don't have this. Like your desires are literally your body saying, hey, I would need this for something. In a lot of cases, there's also parasites that kind of manipulate your desires. So you have to clean your body to get in touch with what your body is and what parasites are. But if your body is asking for something, or if your body's saying don't have it, then it's because you don't need it. So if you're saying you're having it for enzymes, even though you don't like it, you just think you need those particular enzymes. But if your body needed those enzymes, your body would say, hey, pineapple juice sounds really good right now. They got it figured out for real. This is just what life is like when the weather's good. It's honestly all about the sun. Oh, sorry. Yeah, the more the weather, the more you see the sun, the more happy you're gonna be. The warmer the weather, the happier. Like, humans are tropical creatures. Like, we are designed to live in warm places. No one likes the cold. Well, okay, I say no one likes the cold. There are people that like the cold, actually. So, but any human I relate to loves the hot weather. What way do you want to go? I just kind of stood here. I'm hanging around that place. It's like there's a part of me saying go there and get a pint, even though there's like juice places on every corner. I just really like that one because they were so clean about it. The fact that they had a sign that said they're using pure water means I know that they're washing everything properly and using clean cutlery and everything like that. Do you know what I mean? So even though the water might not necessarily actually be pure, it just means that they're conscious of what they're doing, which is beautiful. I know what the unk is, but I don't know anything about it. I just know what the symbol is. Do grapes if you can't find watermelon. Yeah, grapes are cool. Oranges, apples, pears, any fruit that you can juice is fantastic. Pineapple, anything. They're doing dragon fruit juice over there. That, I've never had that. I don't know if I'd like it. Would I like it? I don't know. You say most people are parasites. It's just most people have parasites. Everybody has parasites. But people who have never done any cleansing. So this is why people who are narcissistic, or what you would consider narcissistic, are like they're not aware of their emotions because they're repressing them all. So something else is driving. That's what narcissism is. That's what being driven by parasites is. It's like not feeling your own emotions. So anywhere that you have an emotion stuck, something else is driving. So if you don't feel any of your emotions, or if you don't want to feel any of your emotions, then that means that that something else is driving a lot of those areas. That's why, like, people who, if you have people in your life that aren't aware of their own emotions and they're abusive or they're mean or whatever, it's just because something else is driving. It's not necessarily the person. They just don't want to feel those feelings. They're in pain and they don't want to feel. Everyone has this, by the way. So your healing and cleaning is all about feeling emotions. How willing are you to feel your emotions? That's what the healing and cleaning process does. It's emotional cleansing. That's why there will be no, the only people, let me rephrase, the only people who are gonna realize immortality are the people who purge themselves emotionally, fully, and get back to baseline. It's emotional. Cleansing is emotional. Excess weight is emotional. You have excess weight on your body, it's emotion. Hi, your videos always make sense. Thank you. Your comment makes sense too. Fry Guy Frizzle, yes. High carbs like bread. Is it strictly sourdough since white bread normally has fats and oils? No, you can find bread that doesn't have fats and oils. There's a place here that, so okay, when you're in a place like this, all of the bread is just like 4 ingredients. Or say all of the bread, but it's easy to find 4 ingredient bread. So easy. Flour, water, salt, and yeast. So easy to find bread like that here. I could come across a supermarket now and there'll be freshly baked bread with 4 ingredients everywhere you go around here. Make my way back towards Pineapple Person. Did I see the new passports with Trump on them? Nah. But did you see what the White House posted to their TikTok page the other day? It's amazing. They posted a Rick and Morty cartoon. Literally. They posted a Donald Trump Rick and Morty cartoon to the White House page. The top comment says, "What timeline is this?" Or something like that. Funny. I don't know what direction I'm walking. I'm just kind of like aimlessly wandering. Look at stuff. I've never been on this road. There's a giant Buddhist temple with a Christian cross on it there. Never seen that before. There's 2 dragons, look, they're dragons. And that's a Christian cross. Can we go in there? Okay, we can't go in there now. But tomorrow, wow. Okay, oh, what is this building? Look, there's a giant statue of like a Christ-like figure with a red LED halo. What is that place? Cool. I thought it was a temple we could explore, but it's not. Oh, you can. Can I just go in there? I can just go in there. What is this place? There's a car right there, look. And look, there's like a Christ-like figure. I feel like I shouldn't be here. Look at this. It's female. There's a lizard on it as well. You can't see that because it's too bright, but there's a lizard crawling around there. How am I today? What's new? Nothing new, but everything new. Every moment is new. What is this place? This is a really weird... So there are people up there with that Christ-like figure. They're not saying anything to me, which means I'm allowed to be here. It's not against their rules. Yeah, Christ and then dragons up there. How cool. What is this? There's another statue there. So this is like Christian. The door is open. There are people on all of the balconies. Am I allowed to be like, how bold can I be? Can I just walk in there? You would like to know how dragon fruit juice tastes? Yeah, I might go and get one in a minute. I'm kind of like, there's part of my intuition saying, like, what are you doing? But there's also the other part of me that's like, explore. We're in like creepy, freaky, spooky vibes now. There's a weird vibe. What is this? Look, all the doors are open. What is going on? There's another cross up there. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Whoa, what was that? What is going on? Hold on, look, this is weird. This is kind of spooky. This stream took a spooky turn, which I didn't think it would. Spooky. Oh, that is spooky. How spooky is this? I'm not going in there. There's no reason to go in there. They don't want you feeling your emotions. Well, that's what it is, because if you feel your emotions, then you'll cleanse yourself. That's what the whole game is. You have to feel your emotions to purge them. That's why they shout at you when you're a kid and you're crying. If you're a kid and you're crying and someone shouts at you, it stops you from crying, so it represses the emotion. Oh, someone's staring at me from the balcony. Hi. He's waving at me. You know, like when it's like creepy, like, because everyone's just people, right? You got to think about it like this. Everyone's just people. So it's like, oh, there's a guy staring at me. It's just like, yeah, he's just a guy though. Like you're a guy sometimes that stares at people. Some people probably look at you like, oh, look, there's someone staring at me. Am I in danger? Ultimately, the human being, in most cases, is in control of themselves, right? Yeah, what is the point of, what is this building? Please explain to me. Isn't this weird? Is anyone else just thinking like how strange this is? Whoa, okay, that guy just poked his head around. He knew I was there. Yeah, this is so weird. There's a guy up there staring at me. He poked his head around the corner like he knew I was there already. Hi. Yeah, he waved. See what I mean? It's just people. But it's not just people. But you can communicate to the person. You can be like, hello, and wave. You can be like, hello, and then wave, and then they wave back because it snaps them out of it and brings them back to the person. That's why you can always communicate to the person underneath. You just got to snap them out of it. Cool. What is that place? What are they doing in there? Why are they like on the balconies? Why is there a big statue of the Christ with a halo? Like, why are there so many rooms? Why is the door open? What is this guy doing? Do you know what I mean? Many questions. I'm going to stand here for a moment until I get some answers. This is intriguing to me. Very, very intriguing to me. This is what I'm like, by the way. This is why people are like, oh, I want to hang out with you. It's like, well, do you want to stand outside a building for an do you want to stand outside a building for an hour or two to see what, like, so I can satisfy my curiosity of what's happening in that building? Oh, the Bali is worshipping demons guy is on live. Am I the Bali is worshipping demons guy? Oh, look, the guy who thinks for himself is on live. Wow. The guy who sees through the parasite layer of reality is on live. Get him. How would you explain the word purge? Just cleanse. It's like cleansing. When I say purge, in the sense of like removing things from your body, I mean cleansing. Yeah, fear, shame, pain, and bitterness are parasitic emotions. They come from parasites. You can be free of them if you clean your body. Would you avoid eye contact with certain people? Yeah, most people. Would you go to Africa since it's tropical? Yeah, I've been there. I don't like it that much. I'm an Asian person. Well, I'm not. That's not true. But Asia's the coolest place for me at this time of my journey. Dude, you've seen a couple of my videos on your feed. Why are you insulting Balinese? I never insulted anyone. I just stated my observations. I never insulted anyone. If you took that as an insult, then it's like you can't handle the truth. I just said what it is. I just said, look, there's a statue of a demon. Like, you don't build statues of demons all over a whole island unless you're worshipping demons. And it's not the humans that are doing it. It's the parasitic entities that live in the bodies of people. That's a very different thing, but that is what it is. And then the people, the parasites, will give you an explanation to get you to do it, because the parasites express through the human system. Right, there's 55 messages and I'm on 3% battery, so I'm going to go through them a bit quicker so I can read them all before I go. 3%. Mike says that's real demon behavior. Yeah, just stating my observations is demon behavior apparently. Anyway, I don't have to explain myself. Anyone with half a brain can see that I'm just being honest. Hey daddy, someone says, hey daddy, I love the way you spread my, oh, I'm not going to read that. Anyway, you don't see, like, my energy field. See what happens when your energy field opens. That's how responsible you are for your own energy. Maybe it's a hotel. I don't think it is. Nunnery, very possible, but they're all dudes. I saw about 4 people and they're all male. Do you think I should leave there? The doors are open, but it's so quiet. Yeah, I know. That's what was curious. I would get told to leave if it was unsafe. I would be quantumly, divinely. I would be divinely interventioned if it wasn't safe. Someone says I'm trespassing. I don't believe that. The gate is open. Hold on. No hate, says Mike. Yeah, I'm not hating either. I'm not a hateful being. I wasn't being hateful. I was just being honest. In Bali, there's demon worship happening. It happens everywhere. It's just really, Bali, there's more of it. What do you think? Yeah, what are these comments? It's because my energy field opened. It's my own fault. What do you think about doing a YouTube as a job? It's because of that watermelon juice. I need to go and get a pineapple juice now. That's not even a joke. What forces start to notice you when you start to awaken? All of them. That's why you clean yourself in 3D mode. That's why. Why pineapple? It just does something that all the other juices do not. All the juices have their own personality. Each one has its own personality. All the juices do their own thing. Watermelon, really great, but not like aggressive enough to keep certain entities at bay. Let's put it that way. Where am I sleeping tonight? Isn't it like 11 p.m.? No, it's 21:21. It's 9:21 p.m. Or where are you sleeping tonight? Are you asking? Like, I'm sleeping in a hotel, man. Hotels here are like £10. Super good. What's that noise? They're building a new skyscraper there as well. You planted a pineapple in a poly bag and it's been a year, no pineapple. Would I ever do a meet and greet? Yeah, but kind of not, but maybe. Look, did you hear that bang? They're shooting guns and letting off grenades. They were doing it yesterday. I don't have the battery in the phone to take us over there and see it. Plus, yesterday I did it. The grenade smoke got in my mouth and it caused like a weird burny sensation for about 4 hours. Because I'm on the street and you thought because it's really late. Yeah, it's just because I'm doing a live stream. Oh wow, I don't know if you can see that, but there's like mushroom clouds. You can't see it, but there's like mushroom clouds of explosions going on over there. But yeah, I'm on 1% battery. So I'm gonna have to go. I would have carried on, but yeah, 1%. So I'm gonna go in there and just get what I need to get, and we'll speak later. And again, if you want to learn to detox your body, check out my detox vids or my book. The information is available. Thanks for chatting, and we'll speak soon.